Welcome to the Stoppage Time edition of the Pitch to Pro podcast. This is a highlight reel of some of the best moments from the show so far, and every other week we will be bringing you a special 5 to 7 minute segment featuring the best stories, tales, and moments of the podcast.
Still, we're trying to build a big team and with big names and to build in the grassroots for the women's football, because in Mexico it's all the other way around than the US, to be honest, and it's sometimes difficult for us to have proper player development over there. But we're working on that, and we're trying to do a proper structure for the women's side, and we're trying to do the whole staircase for the women's, and to develop and to grow with the league, with the team, and become one of the most important teams in the world.
I love that. And you're actually, I don't know if you guys know this, but well, you do because you're working with them and doing the project. But the University of Arkansas, and one of the reasons why really smart to come here, especially for the women building the women's program, is the University of Arkansas women's soccer program is top 10 in the country almost every year. We're still working on a national title, but I know Colby will get there. Coach Colby Hale and the girls are going to get there next season. I know it. So we actually just had a senior on the last podcast episode.
That I spoke.
Miss Bella Field. So look out. But listen, I love that. I think, there's so much to be done on the women's side of the game everywhere. And it's going to take people like you doing the hard work to lay the foundation, like you talked about earlier, to lay a good foundation for the generations to come. So again, thank you for the work that you're doing, and sounds incredible. And even though it's hard work, how cool is it to be there to build that, like almost from nothing, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Believe me. Like I mentioned in the beginning, I started playing with men. So for me, and I'm not going like too far away. All in this 6 years in the club, we started like with 6 people coaching staff. Now we're more than 15. Wow. So it's a huge difference. Great. Yeah. And we started playing in our facilities. Now we play in a stadium. It's broadcasted. It's unbelievable. We never thought of that, and this being a reality and being a part of it, it's crazy. It's more than I can imagine.
No, I love that. Well, I love that. Hopefully one day we'll have our women's team as well, and we'll see each other in the Women's CONCACAF Champions League or something like that. So, there's so much more to go. But anyway, I love that you're right out of the gate. Yeah, women's football, let's go. So in terms of priorities, and what are you guys focused on? So what else is going on in Club América right now?
Oh yeah, it's not like that's like actually a fact, and also because in December will be the 10 years of the team. That's even more significant probably. And as Clau mentioned, like we get first, as you mentioned, she's amazing and she's been doing a fantastic job to grow the team and being a supporter of the beautiful game, but not only in speech here in podcast, like actually doing the job, which is not always the case. So I think I'm very happy to be obviously her colleague, but also her friend and being so that's also something that Club América brings us.
I love that.
It's important. In the end, you work and travel for a lot of time and a lot of hours with the people you work with in sports in general, but in football. And I think having those kind of relationship, and that goes way beyond just a maybe normal coworker relationship. Like, we do a lot together, and as this job is so demanding, it's amazing, but it's very demanding. I think it helps to have a group of support, and we both have that at the club between us, obviously, but with the rest of the team, as I was mentioning. And that's also I want to take advantage of the space to also thank all leadership, the owner, to push for the women's team and for all the projects like the one that bring us here in Northwest Arkansas. So that's a small parenthesis, but I think, yeah, women football is definitely one of our top 3 priorities today at the club. As Claudia mentioned, we are in a position to be a powerhouse of women football on and off the field, which is not the case anymore in men's football, because the economics around it have gone so far that being a team in Mexico, you can't compete. Mm-hmm. But in the women's sports, we still can, and we are heavily investing to be able to. So I think that's very something that to take into account.
Thank you for joining us for this Stoppage Time Special of the Pitch to Pro podcast. If you've enjoyed the conversation, you can click watch the full episode here. Be sure to tune in next Thursday for a new episode of the Pitch to Pro podcast,
the official podcast of Ozark United FC.
Available on YouTube, Instagram, and everywhere you get your podcasts.